thought this was a movie. Let me pause this. Hey y'all. Hello. Happy wishing hour. So, in case anyone was wondering, and that's only if you were wondering, if you know anything about the situation that's going on with basically the revenge porn, which um, revenge porn is now being prosecuted as sex trafficking within the law. It is a lot that is going on in this world right now, though, especially with our current president who doesn't seem to give a shit nor take a priority when it comes to the safety of women and children in this country, actually. So, it's been on the books, and just like how the police have like a backlog of rape cases and stuff, like y'all wouldn't believe how many crimes get committed in this country, globally actually, against women that can sometimes take years to prosecute. So just recently, I was trafficked again by the um, fake, fraudulent gang stalker. Um, and he's been trafficking me again around the internet for whatever reason. I don't know. And I'm not the type of person, I'm a snitch. Just FYI, I'm a snitch. So it was definitely screenshotted, every incident. Actually, the very first incident that it happened, which I believe it was, so I'd have to look at the report that I made, was probably, about a week or so ago. The first incident was reported. I don't have to continuously report every single incident that this idiot does it. Um, but I do take note of it with the date and the link for the case whenever it gets open. Like I said, in the country that we live in, unless I was to go to the news and complain about why there hasn't been anything done about it in, I think we're going on the fourth year. I think that he originally dropped revenge porn on me. Actually, we're going on the 6th year of it dropping revenge porn. And a lot of people, people like that will tell themselves anything. It's the fact that I was in an abusive relationship, unfortunately, with a gang stalker, that not only was sexually abusing me by dropping the revenge porn, and then threatening me with revenge porn, threatening me with smear campaigns that were obviously not the truth, uh, in order to elude me from calling the police when I was in the state of Georgia. So he did that, which was the only reason why I stayed involved with him. So how everybody knows how that works when you have a uh, abusive, disgusting male that you're dealing with. Um, and so revenge porn has been dropped recently. Okay. And all I do is take note of it. I'll just be taking note of it, the dates, the times, and the links to the videos in case he takes it down, as well as the links to wall posts. Okay, there's an individual link to every community wall post. So that's been done, not just the screenshot, because screenshots can be, altered or whatever. It's best to have the hyperlink to it. So all of that is being saved in a file. And eventually, I guess the police will get around to it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I believe that God is going to bring justice before that. I can feel it, I can sense it. Is that something is going to happen to those people? But people, the first thing people say is they say, well, was it reported to the police? And it was. It was reported to the FBI and the local police. Okay, so only thing we can do is wait for that. I'm extremely busy. I have other things to deal with. He cannot affect me financially. He can't affect me romantically. He can't. His revenge porn can't affect me emotionally, mentally, physically. So there's no need for me to, especially being that um, I have other things that I'm dealing with right now that are more of a priority. Okay. So, but yes, in case anybody was wondering, not only that, the internet stalking has been getting reported. Um, Actually, you can report stalking even during a courtship with a person. So, even if you have some man that's forcing you into a relationship and, telling you, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to contact your family, I'm going to contact your friends, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to go on social media, I'm going to on Facebook, I'm going to do this. You can still report all of that to the police literally this whole time. Um, well, the whole time, not this whole time, because I'm not involved with him anymore. But during the whole time that I was involved with him, even in a consensual relationship with him, so to speak, even though it was essentially the relationship only happened, only continued to happen because of the duress that he placed me and my family under, right out in the public in front of everybody for years. But during that time, every incident was still being reported to the police. So even when I was intimately involved with him, I was still reporting the revenge porn that he was dropping to the public the whole time. And you can do that. It's no different than, women that are in physically abusive relationships. Many of those women, when there's an incident, it gets reported. Same difference. Okay. The problem is that women are so heavily marginalized in this country judicially, not by God. God never marginalizes women. And, just because these jackasses get away with it at the time that they get away with it does not mean that they're actually getting away with it, because there's man's law and then there's God. In the meantime, I have this wonderful spray recipe that I made, and I was actually showing it. It's a herbal recipe that I made to, that's like a refresher spray that I use in the shower, and I spray it on various things. And it's got a couple of different ingredients in it. And it's really good to keep things cleared, to keep all of that disgusting poverty. Men that traffic women, uh, like that, men that want to be pimps, men that think that, the stupid stuff that they do. It's really a very insecure, impoverished energy. And so, that's why I made a really strong spray mist to keep myself cleared of that, uh, you know. And so that's just what's up with that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, you know what I'm saying? Doing great. Okay. Saving up money, getting clients left and right, shopping. It's a lot of good things happening. Okay. And I've done a lot of advancements on a lot of very common spiritual problems, but I just don't discuss it on the website. I really don't. But then also um the collective, when you get attacked by a collective of people. So that black and beef sector are a collective of ratchetness, wannabe pimps, sex workers, weirdness, bitterness, low vibratorial, low lifted energy. And we all know it. So, and so as far as like if you're dealing with a collective, because that's what cowards have to do. Cowards like that have to run with a group, right? That's what they do. You know what I mean? So we've made advancements definitely as far as dealing with collective energies, and that includes energy attacks, psychic attacks, spiritual attacks, even the ones that pray from the Bible and try to conjure on war gods and things of that nature. We have done something about all of that. So, because that's what they'll do. They'll do wrong, they'll do disgusting things, and then they'll try to call to certain energies. And so, me alone, I can take on millions at a time if I have to. Just me by myself. Well, I'm not by myself. I have an entire spirit team these days because, you can't defile the sages and the healers and stuff, these people don't have a lot of sense, and they're not really as psychic as they would like to think that they are. Because if they only knew what was coming for them, they would have made better choices. Okay, in the meantime, I am too powerful to allow a man to ever, not just a man, but even a collective of cowardly, weak-minded, spineless, broke, impoverished men, devalue me and bring me down. I'm too powerful for that. And I'm on my soil that I was raised in, with my grandma's dirt, with my grandma's graveyard dirt protecting me. So, and that's just what it is, as well as God. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I just wanted to come and give you guys I do not condone that, nor have I ever given my permission, nor would I ever want to be involved with that. When I saw people doing OnlyFans accounts and stuff, I'm not judgmental at all though. But that's just not my stilo. That's not my thing. Okay. When it comes to sex, that is very sacred for me. Even if I have sex with a stupid dumb monkey, it's still private. It's still a private thing that shouldn't be put on display by anyone, even though it, where I'm at, the sacredness is at. Okay. And my significant other that I'm with now, he's very sacred. He is. So, but y'all know what I'm saying. I would never ever ever condone, nor would I agree with that. Nor would I agree with that. Hey, good morning, Solo Thug. I would never agree with that happening. And of course it's being done against my will, and it's been getting done against my will. And I know for a fact that people are not, I don't want to say they're not going to get away with it. They're currently not getting away with it. They're currently not getting away with it. Trust me, there is tormentia that is happening to those people. They just know how to front, which is bad, because they're trying to front like you can do all of that stuff to somebody and you're going to be blessed and da-da. No, you're not. You're not. You're never blessed. You're never blessed. You're never highly favored. You're not prosperous or abundant. You're not any of those things. You're not happy. You're not joyful. You're miserable, especially when you ain't came clean about the situation, when you have not told the truth, because the truth is the light. When you're honest about what you've done, you know what I'm saying? But I think that eventually something worse, I know that eventually something worse is going to happen to those people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, just to let y'all know the good news, my man is gainfully employed. And it's not to say that because he's what they call tricking off on me. It's nice dealing with a man that is stable. He's not a bum or a low-lifed loser that runs around robbing people, and you know um you know he's not trying to be an internet porn star or trying to traffic people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's pretty much, yes, I did report it to the police. Yes, eventually I believe that if there's not some kind of divine justice, then we will have justice eventually when it comes to this person finally being arrested. Because I know a lot of people for years wonder, why does he keep doing that but he's not in jail? And it pisses you off, doesn't it? Trust me, it's pissed me off. And trust me, it's been getting reported. Okay, I have the printouts of the FBI complaints and the police numbers of all of this stuff. Okay. And of course, like the cowards that they are, they'll say things like, well, why did you continue to deal with that person? Right, right. Why does any woman stay in an abusive relationship? You think that it's that easy to get out of an abusive relationship? No. And so these are these males and their logic, right? But in reality, we know that they're just pieces of garbage. Hey, Stefan, it's Saturday now. But happy Friday to you too. Yeah, man, I did my little rituals yesterday and I went to sleep because remember I told y'all early in the morning. I was up early and I want to go to sleep now, so I'm not going to be here that long because I like to be up early when my man gets up because he gets up very early. So I like to be up when he's up. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm not gonna be here that long because I slept today after I had got off of that live that I did. I ate breakfast and then I think I went down for a nap. I think it was probably about maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I didn't wake up till 7, so I got a lot of sleep. You been cleaning up your room and resting? That's good. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys, because I know a lot of people wondering, what is being done about this. It's the police, it's the system. They've got the information. A lot of all of it has been getting reported since 2013, and some of the energies, like, they can only avoid being prosecuted for only so long. You know what I mean? It's been real quiet. Somebody is up to something. Are you talking about that idiot? Talking about the monkey? It's same old shit. It ain't nothing no different from what he's been doing for years. Nobody cares. He's not shocking me. I just calmly report it. It does piss me off, but I don't let it get to me to that capacity. You know how I am. They're stupid. They don't have the ability to come up with anything else except for the stupidity that they do. Everything is boring, actually. The whole thing is boring and stupid, but it's exciting for them and the people that watch them because they don't have any respect and they hate women. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried about it at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna go down here before I go to sleep though and make them brownies. So I'm about to go do that. Yeah, Stefan, I don't get excited about stuff like that. It doesn't I think that's part of the appeal. It don't make me feel some type of way. It don't make me feel less than. It doesn't make me feel low. It doesn't make me feel like any of that. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of infuriating that it's taking so long for the police to do something about it. That's kind of irritating, but it'll eventually, if he don't see jail, he'll see hell. If they don't see jail, they'll see hell, because that is considered to be internet sex trafficking. Even if they're doing it for shock value for their channels, it's still trafficking, straight up and down. If you take a half nude photo of a person without their permission and you put it up on your channel to get attention, that's trafficking. You know what I'm saying? That's considered to be sex trafficking. So, and it is what it is. Some people don't have an ability to do anything better than that. They don't have no other life skills or anything, Doesn't lower my value at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, none of it works at all. You know, the all that disgusting stuff and trying to use defecation as some kind of domination and talking about all that disgusting stuff. Child, I got sage. That's all. I got plenty of sage and can get more. So, it's just what that is. Hmm. Anyway, that's all I wanted. In the meantime, that's pretty much it. People is, but it's so sad that people are so depraved that I can't like I can't just run my spiritual business and come on here and run and operate my channel without some broke and bummy, no life skilled bums on the internet, who have nothing to offer, doing stuff like that. It's really, really sad for them. It's sad for them, but I don't have to, it was a bad decision. Like I said, I think that I was pressured, but then again, I think that it was also something else. But nobody has to suffer the rest of their life because they made a mistake and met up with a bum. What do they, fuck boys or whatever they call them, fuck boys? Nobody cares. They're not special. They're not special at all. They don't have no power. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, I just wanted to come on here. I'm gonna find another movie to watch though, because I was trying to watch this thing and I thought it was a movie about a haunted house, and it's something else. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna watch something else. So I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Blessings to y'all. Have a good Saturday. Bye bye. Love you guys. Bye.